Collective impact is about doing with, not to. It's critical to have residents at the table, serving on the Collective Impact Council as a whole, involved with the work groups, and then also ongoing feedback through annual surveys and community conversations. We're really learning about what the residents need and not forcing it upon them, but having them as part of the conversation and having them as part of the positive change. And that way they're taking ownership and will continue this work within their community. The Oakbrook Community is in the 18th Ward in the city of Reading. And unlike other parts of the city, the 18th Ward is separated by the Schuylkill River. So a lot of resources that can be accessible in downtown Reading by other parts of the community are more challenging for residents that live in the 18th Ward. And so through our work with the Oakbrook Collective Impact Council, we were identifying how could we bring resources right to Oakbrook, making it more accessible for residents.
When we launched a survey of Oakbrook residents back in 2017, what we learned from the survey is that safety was very important to them, as well as food security and just a general understanding of what resources are available to help support the community. United Way volunteered to be the anchor organization because we wanted to ensure that we were listening to the residents and that we were turning outward. And, we also recognized that we have great partnerships and we know the right people to bring to the table to hear from the residents and help support them in terms of solutions and programs to help meet their needs.
Hi, my name is Erica Montalvo, and I'm a resident of Oakbrook. I've been here 5 years. I have 2 boys. I currently work at Best Western as a housekeeping administrator. I have an associate's degree in business, and I'm actually in school for American Beauty esthetician. I received a scholarship for Reading Housing 2020. That's how I was able to obtain an associate's degree. I've been currently just helping out the community with being one of the resident ambassadors and also doing ESL volunteering. Giving back to the community is very important to me because I feel that they can relate to me. I am a resident. I've been living here and I know the language because I know sometimes the language is a barrier that they're scared to come out and talk. And I come out and talk to them and let them know that their voice is being heard. Whether they don't know the language, whether they do, we still can sit down and have these conversations.
The key accomplishments from the OCIC: bringing a mobile market to Oakbrook, helping people to understand 211 is a resource, English as a second language training, and then one that's really close to my heart is working with kids around literacy. And that was in partnership with volunteers from the community, but also the health center, Customers Bank, and we were able to have very successful summer programming for kids to help them avoid the summer slide.
More residents are starting to come out and be more involved. Because they have other people that they can relate to that are involved, and they're not just coming to them like, you should go here, but not actually be involved. So we're residents and we're involved. We show up and have them feel comfortable showing up. Specifically the ESL, moving forward, I went and got a certificate in order to do the ESL classes, and then I was involved in helping educate ESL classes so that we can break that language barrier. And also with, we have a garden in the Oakbrook community, and so involving and having them feel more like a home, because I know it's hard having a garden and a lot of people that's their escape away and going there and just, feeling like that home.
I'm really excited about what is to come with Oakbrook. We learned that the Reading Housing Authority, who has been a huge partner of the OCIC, they use the survey results to help further their plans and their objectives for Oakbrook. And they're developing a community center, and they're developing an advisory council. And so we see the OCIC morphing into supporting and being actively involved with the Reading Housing Authority's Advisory Council.
I would say the biggest takeaway is seeing how people want to work together to make positive change. When we started this initiative back in 2018, we had over 50 community partners come together to learn more about collective impact and the work that we were looking to do within the Oakbrook community. And they have stayed engaged despite a global pandemic and meeting virtually and the challenges that presented. We have had active participation in the council because people want to be a part of positive change, and they know that they cannot achieve that alone, but by working together we can achieve our goals.
What makes me happy for doing this is because I can do it and I am part of the community. Like, I am right with them with getting education, going back to school at a later time, and having kids, and just the involvement that I understand them personally. That is very hard, they're very difficult, but we have resources and help that they don't have to be afraid to try. What I learned from myself, it just brings grace and peace to know that you made a difference and you can help at least one person.